Good morning, Birchwood School of Hawken. This is the Birchwood News Network, brought to you by the Leadership Broadcasting Team for the week of November 29th.
I'm Trinika.
And I'm Ari.
Thank you for joining us.
We hope you all had a wonderful and happy Thanksgiving break.
Do you want to know where Ari and I were last week? Let's take a look at the family video.
Kia ora, Birchwood family.
My name is Zoe, and BNN was in New Zealand this week. New Zealand is also known as Aotearoa, which means land of the lone white cloud. Our dad was born and grew up in New Zealand, and we went to school there last year.
New Zealand is a Commonwealth country and has two official languages, English and Māori. The Māori are the indigenous people of New Zealand.
New Zealand has a prime minister like Canada and not a president, and our parliament building is called a beehive. Cleveland is 8,500 miles away from New Zealand, which is in the South Pacific next door to Australia. The United States is about 37 times bigger than New Zealand.
There are only 5 million people in New Zealand. However, we do have 25 million sheep, which is 5 times more than all the people.
Our national bird is the kiwi, which cannot fly. New Zealand has no native animals and no snakes. New Zealand people sometimes call themselves Kiwis, and also kiwi fruit originally came from New Zealand. We like kiwis clearly. So, what is New Zealand famous for? The Lord of the Rings and hobbits, of course, who live in Hobbiton. Frodo is the most famous hobbit. New Zealand has been used as the backdrop for many big movies.
We also have the All Blacks. They are our international rugby team and are very famous for the haka they perform before every rugby game.
New Zealand is a beautiful country and with lots of outdoor adventures to be had. There are beaches for surfing and mountains for skiing, but fjords and deserts for exploring. Bungee jumping was also invented in New Zealand. Thank you for learning about New Zealand. I hope you enjoyed this and will put New Zealand on your bucket list.
Haere mai, everyone. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you, Zoe.
That was a tough one. No one guessed correctly. We were happy to say that since all of you were stumped, we get to keep the delicious treat. This week's episode features Birthday, a Riddle, Bravo, Birchwood, Classroom Spotlight, and our weekly 8th grade interview.
Let's start off with the last week's birthdays. We would like to wish a happy belated birthday to 4 students.
Thursday, November 25th, we had a double birthday. Alex T-Chak turned 12 and Caleb Duncan turned 7.
On Friday, November 26th, Heidi Newman turned 9.
Happy birthday to Risha's little brother. On Saturday, November 27th, Pearl Zhu turned 9. Hope you all had great birthdays.
Now, for this week, this Thursday, December 2nd, Duke Jennings is turning 5 years old. High five, Duke.
On Saturday, December 4th, we have a double birthday. Ananya is turning 7 and Lydia is turning 4. Have a magical and fabulous day.
We have a riddle for you this week.
Mr. and Mrs. Mustard have 6 daughters, and each daughter has 1 brother. How many people are in the Mustard family? Email your guesses to bnn@birchwoodschool.org. Last week's riddle winners were R of A, Julia N, Jeremy, Zuriel, R of B, and Jaden. Bravo, Birchwood!
Let's take a look at our special video about our recent math winners.
Birchwood students compete in 5 Continental Math League contests and 5 Math Olympiad contests from November to March, all inside the classroom. Here are some recent CML winners in 5th through 8th grade. A Math Olympiad problem that 5th and 6th graders tackled last week was, what's the smallest prime number over 17 that's the sum of 4 different prime numbers? Birchwood students study problem-solving strategies and practice them on a slew of different problem types. And they get better and better over time. Students recognize certain recurring types of problems. Older students sometimes prepare by memorizing their primes to 100, their squares and cubes to 1,000, or reviewing their geometry formulas. For example, knowing that 23 squared is 529 and 24 squared is 576 really came in handy last week when trying to crack one of the problems. The Math Olympiad is usually a bit harder than the CML. We have been practicing every week since September, and we will continue to practice and get better throughout the year. At the end of the year, some students, some grades, and some schools are recognized for their point accumulations, but this is not the point of doing the contests. Math contests are the backbone of our problem-solving program, and we value the experience highly. Birchwood recognizes achievement on each of the 10 contests with a certificate. Bronze means you only got 2 wrong, silver means you only got 1 wrong, gold means you got them all right. By the way, the answer was 23. Congratulations to all the winners.
Well done, everyone. Congratulations.
Now, Classroom Spotlight.
This week, we take a look behind the scenes to highlight one of the annual service projects that our 1st and 2nd graders take on each November. The Bountiful Basement aims to collect canned goods and dried goods to donate to the neighborhood food pantry.
The students take charge by decorating donation boxes to put outside each classroom and office. They collected, count, and deliver all the donations to the Bountiful Basement. Each year, the class that donates the most receives a special treat from Mrs. Sproul.
So we're giving food to the Bountiful Basement for people who don't have enough money to buy food. It makes me feel good because we're helping other people.
The 1st and 2nd graders just finished taking the food to the Bountiful Basement for our 14th annual Thanksgiving food drive.
The 2021 Bountiful Basement Food Drive winner was the 2nd grade.
Next, let's celebrate Birchwood's class of 2022.
This week, we're interviewing Alex.
Hi everyone, I'm here with Alex.
Hi Alex.
Hello.
I have a few questions to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with, what's your favorite Birchwood memory?
I say my favorite Birchwood memory is probably going to field day every year, having the just having the experience of hanging out with your class on one of the last days of school or the last day of school. It's one of the best experiences of the year.
It is really fun. What advice would you give to the 5th through 7th graders?
5th through 7th graders, as people before me have said, always do your homework, stay on time, don't delay, don't procrastinate, just stay focused, stay determined, and keep doing your work.
That's good. What's your greatest achievement?
I say my greatest achievement is probably going to State's 6th grade to History Day. And I think put in a lot of time and effort to doing that, and we had our experience of doing a play. So that was a really good achievement to have.
Yeah, nice job. I liked your performance.
Thank you.
What do you like to do in your free time?
In my free time, I really like to just sit down for an hour and just play guitar. Just hammer it out, do one whole session and then just do nothing else.
That's cool. Would you like to share with us?
Sure. Hi, I'm going to be playing Blackbird by the Beatles.
Thanks for joining us, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for joining us, and have a great week.